We are still in the kitchen with Chef Jason Durig from Atlas Steak and Fish. And of course, he also is a big part of Match Eatery and Public House app at Cascades and the buffet as well. And you're going to be whipping up something here in just a minute, but I want to introduce Sarah Bailey, who's the general manager of Atlas Steak and Fish. Thanks for being here, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
It's like we did a little set change there. So you'll be doing some cocktails in just a minute, but we'll just start with you, Jason, because we've been sort of promoting the food that you're going to be doing here. So what are you making us today?
Well, since we're doing cocktails, in the spirit of cocktail, we're going to do our signature prawn cocktail from Atlas Steak and Fish.
Yum.
We have this year round, but we also have it featured on our New Year's Eve menu.
Okay.
So for New Year's Eve at Atlas Steak and Fish, we're doing a 5-course menu for $90 or $125 with all the accompanying wine pairings as well. Now with that, we do a prawn cocktail using these jumbo guys.
These are
probably
delicious.
one of the biggest prawns you can get on the market right now. Wow. They're massive. So with that, we're going to make a cocktail sauce. And I've got all the ingredients here to do it.
Okay.
We're going to start off by mixing in our chili sauce. Chili sauce, I like to call it, it's basically just fancy ketchup.
Fancy ketchup, okay.
It's got a little bit more vinegar. It's got some onion and garlic and different spices in it.
So that's like in-house. You make that in-house? Or
Yeah,
okay.
With that, we're going to add fresh grated horseradish. This really is the secret to it. Okay, this is what our horseradish root actually looks like.
That's what it looks like.
That is literally it. And this, honestly, this grows like the British and the English use this all the time for other meals. Like any Sunday steak, roast dinner, they use horseradish. And the reason why, this grows on the side of every single road in England. Right? So it's really good in our climate as well. Exactly. So I got some fresh grated horseradish. We're going to add that all in.
Okay.
Some fresh lemon and lime zest as well, but 1 lime and lemon each.
How do you know how much to put in there? Does it really matter? Just to...
well, I've probably made this recipe about 1,000 times.
Yeah, I know.
But a lot of times we're doing the design. We're literally just testing it, right? We're tasting it each time. And each time we make a batch, we're slightly adjusting it to make it taste a little bit better or to meet that profile that we're looking for.
Okay.
Right? So we're getting a little bit of fresh lemon and lime juice in there.
Yum. And
salt.
A little pinch of salt.
And a little bit of pinch of cracked black pepper. That is sea salt.
Yes.
And this is freshly ground black pepper.
Okay.
Right? Cocktail sauce is one of those things that's so easy to make. Anybody can make it. You have all the ingredients in your house, except for maybe the horseradish.
Yeah.
Right?
Which makes it, so you have to get the horseradish.
This is true. And then I got 2 more things just to spice it up a little bit more.
Okay.
We have a little bit of Tabasco and a little bit of Leon pairings.
Can't go wrong with that.
This is always better made the day before. 24 hours to let the actual lemon zest, the lime zest, and the horseradish absorb into the chili sauce.
Yum.
But for today's purposes, we're just going to make a quick little batch here.
It'll still taste good. I just know
Exactly.
it. You made it 1,000 times, you said.
Literally. We have people coming in the restaurant to ask for it, and in 3 years, I've never given out this recipe of how to make our cocktail sauce. And today I realize that I'm cheating myself by giving this recipe out finally.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, there's people watching, so
Exactly.
we're taking notes.
So we're just going to finish off. These are jumbo poached prawns. We poach them in a court bouillon, which is basically just like a lemon vinegar stock. And they poach for about 6 minutes, and then we chill them really quickly.
So this is all about presentation too, Jason. Like, look at that.
Oh, and that's half of our job.
Right.
You eat with your eyes first before you eat with your mouth and your tongue and your senses, right?
True.
Your eyes are your first sense.
That looks like it took you a lot longer than it did.
Once again, made it about 1,000
Made it 1,000 times. We're getting back to that.
The last little feature here, this is something we do specifically at Atlas Steak and Fish. Okay. What I have here is actually some dry ice. Oh. Right? And this is the actual finishing presentation of how this dish is going to come to your table.
Oh, okay.
Right?
We got to get a good shot of this.
There we are.
Oh my goodness.
That is the Atlas Steak and Fish Jumbo Prawn Cocktail.
Wow.
Available every day of the year, as well as especially on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so that's one that people will be ordering left, right, and center on New Year's.
Oh yeah,
it's
gonna be crazy. The whole restaurant's gonna be filled with this dry ice smoke with how many of these cocktails we're sending out.
You might not be able to see your prawn cocktail, but it will be there. It'll be there. Awesome. That's so fantastic, Jason. Thank you. So Sarah, just moving on over to you and back to some more cocktails, but this time the liquid cocktails.
Yes. So this one's the El Diablo. It's one of our signature cocktails in Atlas right now. As Chef alluded to, all of the dining experiences in Atlas, we want it to be an experience.
Right.
We want it to be something you can see or something that you can feel that you wouldn't normally have when you're dining.
Of course.
So this one's got a little bit of fire, not too much.
Not too much, Marcel. Don't worry.
So first up, a little bit of creme de cassis.
Okay.
With black currant liqueur, about 1/4 of an ounce just goes in the bottom there.
All right.
And then we have 3/4 of an ounce of tequila. Okay. We use the Don Julio, the Blanco. So just
It does matter which one you use, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
this way, with the Blancos, they're not overly oaked.
Right.
They don't get that golden color on them, so they're just a straight up nice boozy flavor
Yeah,
that goes
'cause
with
I'm
it.
not sure I would have known that was tequila just based on the look of it. Yeah.
And so next thing we're going to do, we're just juicing up a little bit of a lime here. And we're going to save this for later.
Okay.
We're going to top up with a little bit of ginger ale. And we're going to put this fun little thing on top. And because you can't have too much tequila, we're going to put some more in.
More the better. The more the merrier.
So a little bit of tequila in there. And then
We have to set it on fire. Again, presentation. We've got dried ice and fire.
so on this one, just a little bit of cinnamon on top gives it a nice spark when you're putting it over top. So we do that when we present it to the guests.
Wow.
And that's it, nice and easy, super delicious, and that's our El Diablo.
And it looks so fantastic.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated to be good,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Just good quality ingredients. So.
Can I taste it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Because why wouldn't I, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's really good.
Little
like
punchy,
that.
but a little bit
Little
sweet
bit
too.
punchy, a little punchier than the cocktails that we made for Matt, but it's good. That's delicious. Yeah, so this is a signature drink then you'll be serving?
Yes, yeah, that's one
Wonderful.
of the many on our list.
Yeah, I think we have the posters too of Atlas and the buffet. Here we go. So this is, again, just to
there it is.
reiterate, Jason, maybe you can tell us that for anyone who's just tuning in, again, what's happening that night.
So at Atlas Steak and Fish, 5-course menu, $90 or $120 with all the wine pairings selected for it to match each of those dishes. We have a $30 surf and turf buffet going on in the buffet, and Match as well has a $35 menu, 3 courses for that night. There's live entertainment, a live band, things that went on at the casino floor, extended hours, the whole 9 yards. Once again, please make a reservation. We will be taking walk-ins. It's first come, first served basis, but a reservation is always best.
Yeah, and it's a good place to go. The atmosphere is just so fantastic there, right?
There's nothing funner than a casino on New Year's Eve. It's
Exactly.
a blast. Like I've been doing this for 20 years now. I've never had a New Year's Eve off in my entire life, but I really couldn't care less because I'm with my family at the casino,
Yeah.
and it is absolutely a blast every single time.
Yeah, and it's like a one-stop shop there, right?
Right.
Go have a drink, get some food. You can bounce around to all the restaurants, go to the slots,
Exactly.
whatever you want to do. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. So really
having
appreciate
us.
that. So New Year's up at Cascades is definitely a place you want to be this year. You can check out more information, of course, on their website. We're back in 2 minutes with Jamie Garbett from the City of Kamloops. Stay with us.